Hello, today I'm here to share with you top gay couples in soap operas, also known as telenovelas. But before we get into further details and break down the list, please don't forget to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments and also comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with Aaron and David. Are a major couple from the Australian soap opera Neighbours. In 2018, they became the first gay couple to legally marry on Australian television. After the country's marriage equality laws changed, the couple explored foster care and eventually became parents to Isla Tanaka Branham through a co-parenting arrangement with Nicolette. Following the loss of David during to a very unfortunate situation, Aaron eventually departed from the series in 2025, marking the end to their journey on the show, on in this case on the soap opera. But one thing we have to say is that their, relationship definitely represented a lot. They definitely showcased us and showed us, how difficult life can be. But no matter what, if you love somebody, you guys will always find a way, basically to solve your differences. Very, 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 very good couple. And then moving forwards, we have Brandon and Mike. They are stars of the CBS daytime soap opera Beyond the Gates, which premiered in 2025. Brandon is a congressman with a major political aspiration, including on potentially becoming the US president. He is hiding a trauma from his past that he has not shared yet with his husband, in this case Mike. Mike is a former high profile political reporter who initially stepped back from his career to be a stay at home father to their two adopted teenage children, in this case Samantha and Earl. So basically just showcase, how the two, they have a lot going on career wise, even though the other one stepped down, from his profession to be like a stay at home father. He still supports his partner a lot. They go through a lot of trials and tribulations in order to make this relationship work. But so far I can say that they have a very, very, very strong plot in the soap opera. And then moving forward, we have Ramiro and Kelvin. In the Brazilian telenovela Terra y Paixão, Ramiro initially introduced as a rough henchman for the powerful landowner Antonio. Ramiro struggles with his identity and the nature of his dangerous job. Kelvin, on the other hand, is a charismatic and witty waiter at Canidida, basically a bar, who was open and basically openly himself and became the catalyst of Ramiro's emotional transformation. Driven by his love for Kelvin, Ramiro eventually turned against his boss Antonio to save the protagonist, in this case life, which led to him being hospitalized during an accident that he actually got himself into. Basically, he was willing to sacrifice everything, and his whole reality to be with the person who he wants to be with. The two actually eventually ends up getting married, which is super, super, super good. Then moving forward, we have Luke and Noah, are a landmark super, super couple from the long-running CBS daytime drama. As the world turns, Noah arrived in Ogadali as an intern at WAC and initially dated Maidi before coming to terms with his feelings for Luke. At one point, Noah entered up, in this case, platonic marriage with a woman named Amira to help her stay in the country, which caused significant strain on his relationship with Luke. The couple drifted apart following an accident that left Noah temporarily, in this case, blind. Yes, so they go through a lot. Yes, they definitely do go through a lot. And to be honest, their storyline is very well known. I do feel like a lot of people have followed their story and what it has to offer. So if you guys have actually watched their story and have followed, their journey, please let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments to help me out with a little bit more of details. And then we have Ben and Colum, are a popular couple on the BBC soap opera Easter Enders. I've actually watched this soap opera. It's very good. I love the plot. There's a lot of queerness going on in the show. So basically, after a long and tumultuous relationship, the pair are currently, estranged following Ben's imprisonment and subsequent decision to end their marriage. Ben is serving a prison sentence for fraud. Yes, their romance began unexpectedly after Colum struggled with his orientation while engaged to Whitney. Despite various, situations, Mitchell's family drama, the two married in a ceremony that, solidified them as a super couple. But obviously things, they were doing good, very well from themselves, until the other one got him in trouble, and now he's in prison, and now they are no more longer together. But obviously things still get complicated because they still have an emotional attachment towards one another, and things can definitely get more complicated, and it's not as easy as it seems.